Good morning, class 2. Hope you all are fine, class 2. Doing well, studying properly. Okay, maybe you all are watching the videos regularly, but in a view, very less are there. So you must watch and study at home, whatever is given. Okay, you have to do very well. Take care of yourself. And when school will open, then we all will meet. Okay, children. So, in the last class, I have taught you about chapter 4. So, in chapter 4, in the last class, I have talked about keyboard and your special keys. So, we have learned about alphabet key, we have learned about number key, we have learned about many special keys. Those were your space bar key, cap lock key, enter key, arrow key or the cursor key or control key, backspace key, delete key. So you see, we have learned about so many keys. Okay. But there are 104 key are there altogether on your keyboard. So we have to learn bit more. Okay. So today we are going to talk about punctuation key. See children, when you are writing anything, any subjects, it is English 1, English 2, science, any subject, you see mostly in the English punctuation marks are very important. Like when you write a question, you put a question mark. When you write the answer, you will not put question mark, no? So what you have to put? You have to put full stop. After that, when you're writing the answers, many times you have to put comma in the between. Okay, inverted comma, so many things, so many punctuation marks are there. Okay, so you see the same punctuation marks are also present on your keyboard. Okay, so you see today we are going to learn about few punctuation marks. So look at the blackboard. See, today chapter 4 we are continuing the chapter. If you have a book, you can see in your page number 33. Okay, punctuation keys. So you see punctuation keys. Now full stop. Full stop is also a punctuation key. Comma is also punctuation key. Question mark, you see here on the blackboard, you see question mark. Question mark is also punctuation key. Okay, so you see in punctuation, when we press the punctuation key, we will get full stop, comma, question mark. So you see, suppose, okay, anyone is typing on a keyboard, you are typing. Suppose you are writing, what is your name? So when you will write what is your name, suppose you are making a question, you are asking to someone, what is your name? So in that case, what you will put? Full stop, comma or question mark. So obviously you are going to put question mark. So at that time, okay, on your keyboard there will be a question mark, so you can press that key and you can use the question marks. Okay, now if suppose you have written a sentence, okay, I go to school every day. Suppose you have written a sentence, you have typed with the help of your keyboard. Okay, so you see, so all this above, full stop is also punctuation mark, comma is also your punctuation mark, question mark is also your punctuation marks. Okay children, so you see when you are writing anything, either when you are writing in your copy also, okay, in question you put question mark. After that, while you are writing the answers, you may put comma in between. After that, when you complete your answer, you are putting full stop. So same thing. Okay, you see, while we are typing question or answer or anything, we can see those keys will be present on your keyboard, that is punctuation key. So these all are called punctuation mark, and they are full stop, comma, okay, your question mark, these all will be present on your keyboard. So you see, whenever we require, we have to press it and we can use it. Okay, so whatever we write, suppose today you are writing a sentence, you have to put comma, you have to put full stop. Okay, so in that case we use, so you can see, you can open your book page number 33 and you can see, so punctuation marks are some of the symbols that are used while we write a paragraph or sentences. So whenever we write a paragraph, whenever we write a sentences, okay, whenever we write question answers, at that time these all punctuation marks are used. So these all are already given on your keyboard, so whenever we require, we can use it. according to our convenient. Some punctuation marks are, that is your full stop, comma and question marks and etc. There are many punctuation marks are there, okay, which we can use while we write a paragraph, while we write a sentences, or reframe any question or answers. Now they are keys of your punctuation. So you can see all these keys will be present on your keyboard. So when you will see the keyboard, okay, so on the keyboard you will see these punctuation marks are also given. Okay, if you see it very carefully, the punctuation marks are also given on the keyboard. Now the next topics that we are going to do, combination key. See on the blackboard, children. So these all were your punctuation keys. Okay, now we are going to discuss about, okay, combination key. Combination key. Okay, now you see in combination keys what is going to take place. Combination key means where we cannot use single key, we have to use more than one. Okay, so two keys at a time we have to use. So this we are going to see here. So combination key are used, that is the key that are used in combination with the other key for doing any particular operation. Operation means for doing any particular work. Okay, this is called what? Combination keys. So on your keyboard there is also is there, shift key is there, control keys are there. These are called combination key. So you have ALT, you have shift, you have shift key, okay, you have control key. So you see ALT, shift, control key. So these all are called combinations key. That means, okay, these keys will do the work with the combination of other key. That means these all keys, if we press individually, it will not function. Okay, it will not give any result. That means when we will press the shift key, that means along with the shift key we have to press the other key. When we press the control button, that's a control key, we have to press the other key. When we will press Alt ALT, okay, at that time also we have to press other key for a better performance, means for doing any work. So these keys are called what? Combination key. Combination key means when we will use two keys together, children. Okay, when we will use two keys together. So in ALT also we have to press this and one more key. Shift also two keys we have to press. In control also we have to press the two keys. So in this way what it will take place, it will, okay, so we can control it, we can do the work only with the help of two keys. So only single key when you will use, it will not give any performance, that means it will not work. So combination keys means when you will use two keys together. Okay children, now one by one we will be learning about this. Okay, so let's learn about the shift key and your control key. One by one we are going to learn now. So you see in combination key, first we are going to learn about shift key. First we are going to learn about, okay children, so first we are going to learn about shift key. Okay, now in this shift key what function it has, okay, let's see. Now the shift key is used to type the upper character mark on the symbol key. To type the upper character, you have to first press the shift key, and then while keeping it pressed, you have to press the other key that are present on your upper character. Okay, now you see upper character, what does it mean? It means, okay, you see on your keyboard, okay, on your keyboard, suppose you have a key on your keyboard, suppose this is one key. Okay, now in this key, suppose you have a symbol, dollar symbol, and here 4 is there. Okay, look here, in one key, this is your key. So you see in one key 2 symbol is there. Now if you will press it directly, so 4 will come. If you will press it directly, what will happen? The 4 will come on your monitor screen. Now suppose you have to press this sign. So what you are going to do, what you will do, first you will press the shift key button and then you will press this key. So when you will press shift key, see children, 2 key you have to press together, shift key and this key. When you will press both the key together, so this symbol, okay, this symbol will come on your monitor screen. Understood? If you will press only this button, then 4 will come. But upper character, this is your upper character, this is your below down character. So upper character, if you want that you will type it, okay, or you want it on your monitor screen, so in that case you have to press first shift key and then you have to press this button, then only this upper character, this, okay, this dollar sign, it will come on your monitor screen. Okay, so you see this type of key is called combination keys. Okay, these keys are called combination keys. So see here, one key will not work. So if you will type this dollar sign will not come. Okay, so to bring this upper character sign, we have to press the shift key and then we have to press this key. Then only it will work. Okay, then only it is going to work. Okay children, so whenever you will press both the button. Okay, see, you can also type capital letter by using shift key. Suppose you want to type about a mouse while keeping the shift key pressed M and the small m is typed as capital letter M. Now you can use the other letter without. So you see, suppose, okay, suppose you see the key with small m is written, small letter m is written. Now you want to make it capital letter. So without going to cap lock key, okay, you can make it capital letter. So what you have to do, first you have to press the shift key, okay, and then you have to press the small letter m. So what will happen? So when you will, okay, when you are going to press shift key and the small letter m together, so what will happen? Capital letter M will come on the monitor screen. Okay children, so to make the small letter into a capital letter without going to a cap lock key, what you have to do, combination key, shift key you will press and you will press the small letter what is on your keyboard. Okay, when you press both the key together, shift key and your alphabet M, so on the monitor screen your capital letter M it will show. So in this way we can use the combination, in this way we can use the combination key. Okay, in this way we can use the combination key with the help of shift key. Okay children, so any alphabet you want to type capital letter, so without going to cap lock, so what you are going to do, first you will press the shift key and whichever letter you want with the other finger you will press that letter. So on your monitor screen, okay, you will get the capital letter, any alphabets. Okay, so this is quite interesting. In this way you can do it. Okay, next we are going to talk about control. Okay, now we are going to talk about control key. Okay, now see control key. Control key is written as CTRL. Okay, on your keyboard this control key is written as, this is your key, control key is written as CTRL. You can see on the keyboard it will be written. Okay, now this key is also called combination key. Now it is also used for combining the other key to perform any action or to do any work. Okay, now CTRL plus home, it moves the cursor to the top of the documents. Suppose children, this is your monitor. Okay, now cursor, you know, the small blinking, okay, on your monitor screen you can see the blinking of mouse, that is called what? cursors. Now you see the cursor, you can suppose, okay, now you see if you click CTRL plus home, so cursor, it moved the cursor to the top of the documents. Now you see, suppose cursor is here, okay, now if you press the control key and your CTRL, that is your control key is only CTRL, so CTRL plus home key, okay, one more key. So when you press CTRL and home key, this cursor from the down, it will go at the top. Okay, so when you will press the control key, that is CTRL and home key, your cursor from the below, it will go at the top. Okay, so very easily, suppose you have to do any correction, so CTRL and home key we will press together, so the cursor from below, it will go at the top. So it's quite easy. Now it move. Now other, if you will press CTRL plus and, what it will take place, so it move the cursor to the end of the document. Now you see, suppose your cursor is at the top, okay, now you want to bring the cursor to the other end, that is to the end of the paragraph, okay. So what you have to do, you have to press CTRL key and when you will press CTRL key and, so your cursor will come at the end of the document, whatever you're writing. If you're writing a paragraph, so your cursor from the top, it will come to the bottom. So if you want to take from the bottom to the top, you have to press CTRL plus home. If you want to bring from top to the bottom at the end of the document, so you have to press CTRL plus and. So in this way we can move the cursors. And children, other functions keys are there, that's your F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, okay, F6, F7, 9, 10, 11, 12, all are there. So those are, okay, those functions, these are those keys, F1, F2, F3, F4, they are called your function keys, and they have some special functions. So now you are in class 2, so you will be not learning about F1, F2. So when you will go to the higher classes, you are going to learn about those key, what are their special functions. Okay children, so in this way chapter 4 gets over. Now I will be giving you the homework also, so excuse me, you will be doing the homework. So next week, for today, this much only. Thank you.